Happy holidays, my little goblin babies! I've played a lot of stupid shit this year and want to yap about it. Even though there's about 1 million of these videos coming out around this time, I still want to make one because I actually like talking about video games. Plus, no one can talk shit until after the video is actually released. Sorry, Sonic fans, you can't get me yet. Fire Emblem Engage was by all accounts a video game that I played this year. I put 65 hours into this game, and the only things I remember about the story are that I'm the Divine Dragon and that Marth said the Fire Emblem. I want to say maybe 2/3 of my time playing the game was devoted to just leveling up characters just because the gameplay was that good. All I can really say about Engage is that it makes me really excited for the next Fire Emblem game as long as the protagonist doesn't look like a Leer. Now, let me set the scene for you. I'm trying to save money after coming back from Mouseland. I'm cool just playing Fire Emblem Engage, but I'm watching the new Nintendo Direct because they're not going to put out anything that will immediately cost me money. Then these words appear on my screen. As I'm sure I've mentioned before, I'm a very big Metroid fan. Huge. Maybe the hugest Metroid fan ever. You can look it up. Everyone can tell you. So naturally, I have not played the Metroid Prime games. I have the consoles, I just didn't want to buy a copy online. Now I hear you screaming violently at your screen, just emulate it! And I have but one thing to say to you. No. I'm also calling Nintendo and the police for you even suggesting that. Anyways, Metroid Prime is an absolutely incredible title that I give 2 kisses on the mouth. Not with tongue though. I played it for like a week straight, and when I beat it, I almost immediately started it back on up again. It's got those real good Metroid vibes that'll make you really feel like you're Spider-Man. It's got one of those features where if you don't know where you're going, it'll nudge you in the right direction. Unlike God of War Ragnarok, where if you fuck up the puzzle twice, they'll tell you exactly what to do and call you a fucking idiot. So in conclusion, Theater Rhythm Final Barline is Cocomelon for Final Fantasy fans. Second best game of the year. Tears of the Kingdom is the game that broke my heart. I waited forever and ever for this game, and when the time finally came, I did 1 dungeon and maybe 60 or so shrines, and then I finally realized I didn't like it very much. All of the magic that I feel when playing Breath of the Wild is absolutely not present in this game. I've played through Breath of the Wild at least 5 or 6 times, and I still feel whimsy and silly and giddy whenever I even think about it. When I think about Tears of the Kingdom, I feel tired, sad, and fatigued. It's a game that almost feels like a chore to play. I don't know what it truly is that makes me feel this way besides the fact that I just wasn't having fun after a certain point. I love the art direction, love the characters, and absolutely love Zelda as a series, but I absolutely cannot bring myself to play Tears for longer than an hour. So unfortunately, Tears of the Kingdom is my biggest disappointment of the year. I still bought the new amiibo though. Street Fighter VI is an absolutely stellar title for both newcomers and returning players alike. However, it is absolutely criminal how heavily monetized this game is. Luke Street Fighter grabbed me by my legs and shook me until all of the gold coins in my pockets fell out and he took them from me. He looked at me and said, "Hit the streets," and then he pushed me over and ran off. This all happened because I couldn't afford to buy all 4 Ninja Turtle costumes in the game I already paid $90 for. Luke doesn't fuck with liars and he knew I had the money. Also, I don't know if this is a hot take, but I don't think I should have to pay $98 to get a 3rd costume for all the characters in the game with almost no unlockable content. I paid $90 so I could get the Ultimate Edition, and I didn't even get all the content. That's pretty fucked up, Capcom. I spit at you. Pooh. I completely played through the first Sonic game for the first time this year. Every time I complimented the game out loud, I died to random bullshit. This taught me that I should never express how I feel, as I will be judged for it. Thanks, Sonic. This is one of those games where you actually will not know what you're getting into until it's too late. On first glance, it looks like one of those shitty mobile games you see on an Instagram ad while doom scrolling through stolen TikTok content. But when you actually start playing the game, you see that there's actually a surprising amount of depth to it. And then you look at the clock and 3 hours have passed, and you think you understand why it's so popular, but you don't. I'm 30 fucking hours deep, and I feel like I haven't even scratched the fucking surface of what I can do. This game is fucking evil. You ever wonder what I'm doing instead of making videos? I'm playing this game. This may come as a surprise to you, but the new Sonic game is not very good. It is in fact a bad video game. It is actually, in fact, my least favorite thing I've played all year. It is a game so intent on wasting your time that it actually pissed me off. It actually feels like some bits were stretched out just so you wouldn't beat the game in 4 hours and then sell it. The one good thing I'll say about it is that it does look good. Very nice on the eyes. Good job. I kissed the game on the cheek. And then I immediately wash my mouth out with soap because the rest of the game makes me violently upset. I blasted through the entire game in like 6 or 7 hours and felt almost nothing for like 60% of it. The only thing I felt was annoyed when bosses took up more time than the stage itself. I got to the final boss and died on the second to last hit and said, fuck this, I find more enjoyment ripping off my own toenails than I do playing this game. And then I uninstalled it, packed it up, and brought it into GameStop and traded it in towards Spider-Man. I don't think any game conflicts me as much as Spider-Man 2 does. Spider-Man 2 is one of those games that made me feel nothing once I beat it, but while I was playing it, I felt everything. Every mission is non-stop, in your fucking face Spider-Man action that actually gives you reason to keep playing. It's fun, it's exciting, it's engaging, it's everything a Spider-Man game should be. Until it isn't. This game is unfinished. I don't want to sound like one of those assholes online that relentlessly shits on a game because it didn't literally suck me off while I was playing. This game lacks polish. It's buggy. The suit selection has some very strange omissions, like Peter B. Parker's suit from Spider-Verse and the white 2099 suit. And it's lacking a lot of key features that hold it back tremendously, like the ability to change the time of day once you beat the game, or even New Game Plus. Once I beat it, I had no real drive to continue playing. There was nothing worth doing. I would name some more things, but I want to stay as spoiler-free as possible because honestly, even though I've been saying all this shit, it's worth playing. It's a game I don't like talking bad about because it's fucking Spider-Man, dude, but it severely disappointed me. Or maybe I do like shit-talking it because I'm fucking evil and hate Spider-Man. Fuck you, yeah, fucking bomb. Super Mario RPG makes me feel fun and happy until I get to the evil fucked up forest and then I can't hear that stupid J-Eazy song.
I was never book smart,
Good game though. I just beat it and there's nothing left to smile about in my life. Final Fantasy 16 is absolutely, positively, without a single shadow of a fucking doubt, my favorite game I played all year. I stayed up until 1 a.m. before an opening shift just to play the demo as soon as it dropped. Was I in absolute agony all day? Yes. Was it worth it? Fucking absolutely 100% yes. The only way I can describe this game is absolutely fantastic in every sense of the word. Story? Amazing. It made me cry 3 times by the end, and I ugly sobbed when Moongazing started playing once I got the Platinum Trophy. Gameplay? Imagine Devil May Cry, but all of your styles are Final Fantasy summons. There is no better feeling on Earth than the pure bliss you feel when you manage to land a successful Titanic guard. Everything just feels good. Music? All fucking bangers. Not a single bad track in the entire game. If this doesn't win Best Soundtrack at the Game Awards, I will actually be bitter for the rest of my entire life. I don't want this video to be terribly long, but if I do not talk about this shit, I will explode. So, the part of the game when Clive finally accepts himself as Ifrit's dominant, that's actually peak fucking fiction. Nothing else is coming close. Argue with a wall, I do not care. The very moment I knew this game was an all-timer was when Clive's arm lit up and the limit gauge appeared on the screen, and then the prompt, accept the truth, appeared. I had to take a moment to prepare because I knew some shit was about to happen.
Show yourself, Ifrit.
Absolutely, bar none, my favorite character moment in Final Fantasy. If anything somehow manages to top this moment, I will eat both of my shoes for dinner. Find the Flame is honestly a top 10 Final Fantasy song ever just for this moment alone. This shit gives me a boner lasting longer than 4 hours. Gas station dick pills can't even do that. This song could convince me to step into the ring with Mike Tyson in his prime and make me think I'd come out on top. It's peak fiction in every sense of the word. And this isn't even the best fight in the game. That's saying something. And now I'm saying something. Play the fucking game. I will not take excuses. Just fucking play it. And it really sucks that Final Fantasy got snuck up on by... I've only played 18 hours of this game, but I can already tell you it is the objective game of the year. If Zelda beats it at all, at any show, that is a dead ringer that show was paid off by Nintendo. Baldur's Gate 3 is one of those games that sets a new standard in the industry that will affect almost every game going forward. It says a lot that I've only played 18 hours of this game, yet I can wholeheartedly say that it's better than a new Zelda game and the new Spider-Man game. But that don't matter because Metal Gear Solid's better than both of them. Fucking masterpiece! Play this shit now! Everything that's ever been said about this game is true! Tactical espionage action up your fucking ass! It's so fucking cool! And those are my highlights for the year. I've played a lot of stuff this year, but I really felt like these were the standout games that I really wanted to talk about. This video isn't as haha hoo hoo as most of my other stuff, but I really wanted to make something like this close to the end of the year because, hey, all the cool kids do it, and it's something I've wanted to do ever since I was a wee baby making Minecraft video. Happy holidays! Unless Final Fantasy XVI lost Best Soundtrack to Hi-Fi Rush, then I'll see you in hell.